In Florence, a short distance away from the great monuments of the Renaissance, Julia Bolton Holloway lives her life as a Catholic hermit, while she works as caretaker of the city's English cemetery.
The hermit doesn't have to only live in the desert. The hermit can also be in the center of a city. We speak of ourselves as urban hermits. The requirements for being a hermit is that you be self-sustaining. You can't ask the church to support you, but you can be a part of the church, the liturgy, and make your vows and live them. If you're not within a structure, you've got nothing to lose, then in a strange kind of way you gain everything. The hermit life is the life that is sustainable ecologically. I don't have a car, I have a bicycle. And this morning I saw, and I praised her, this rather shy woman with this beautiful bicycle with flowers and butterflies painted all over it. Because today we tend to ignore the natural shapes, the plants, the fruit, and so forth. And most of our clothing now makes us look like machines, and machines have no soul.
For the past 15 years, she has had a special ministry of helping migrant Roma families.
The Roma families came and asked if they could work. And this place was put to weed killer for 30 years. It was abandoned, vandalized, drug addicts. It was terrible. And when they started gardening, all of the bad stuff stopped. She's been sleeping under the loggia of the Innocenti for 5 years. She was a minor, she was under 18 when they came and bulldozed the shacks that the Roma had built for themselves. And now she's under a roof, under this roof, and I've given her the domicilio to make it legal for her to be here. But nothing has been done for them. And they have the tradition of begging for their survival, but they're not allowed to work unless they have an address, which they can't if they're not allowed to have a house. And but I've never seen people work so hard. I was in America during civil rights and registering blacks to vote for the first time, and we both walked out of the room taller than we came in. And with our Roma families, they sign, often writing their names for the first time. I teach them how to write their names as members of our association. And it ended up being like registering blacks to vote. It's enfranchising. I taught the Roma women how to build the bookshelves in the library, and these wonderful bookshelves that we have. Le scaffali dei libri. Tu hai contato tutti i libri.
Sì.
How many books do we have in the library? Quanti libri ci sono?
5.000.
See, yes. They're very numeric, but not literate. And they're very good with numbers, better than I am. And there's a great intelligence amongst the Roma, which will benefit us if we can become, if we can accept each other. When people ask me what I am, I say, I'm a hermit, I'm freelance. That gives you a freedom, and if you're doing it from the spiritual base, from the base of prayer and contemplation, somehow it takes off. It has its own energy, it doesn't come from me. So I think the lack of stimuli that are not necessary, you strip that away, you just have the essentials, and that's all you need. And with that, there's a great happiness.